Hi, my name is Grace, and this is my video for the solution that I put together for Age Enterprise. Just like a brief rundown, like I said, this is the solution for Age Enterprise, and it is going to be based on the Amazon AWS cloud service provider. So the main purpose of this proposal is to solve some problems that are um relating to Age Enterprises, and also and align them with the AWS Well Architecture Framework. And this framework focuses on the best practices in operational excellence, security, reliability, performance efficiency, cost optimization, and sustainability. So, Age Enterprises, just like a little bit of um run through of what the business is about through my interview with the CEO. Adeline Italy, she is the CEO of the enterprise, and she started this business that is into buying and selling of wide varieties of goods. But after a while, she kind of ventured into selling body creams, and she felt the need to not just sell creams to customers, but also recommend and provide customers with body creams that fit the skin type and work for them. So um, in a nutshell, Age Enterprises is a multi-purpose business that deals in the sales and selling and buying of different goods. They also specialize in skincare products and consultations for skincare products. So the company has been existing for 7 years. They're based in Nigeria. They have stores in different states in Nigeria, and they're currently looking forward to expand into other countries. The current technological setup is that for each stores, they have about one router, two printers, 10 computers, one central server where they use a physical hard drive to kind of do the backup. The central server is what houses the software they use for storing data, imputing data. So they back that up on a daily basis. And then they have one internet service provider, which is MTN, and you have 11 employees in each stores. So she also shared that she's looking forward to launching an app where their customers can shop online and book their skin consultations. This should be demanding to manage physically, and to manage the only physically means that they're restricting to where their shops physically are. So, and since they are looking to expand to other countries, they need to look for a way to move to the cloud. The problems that they have is that security storage system, a secure storage system, sorry, cost minimization, easy scalability, and secure network for remote workers to connect to. And this is because they plan to hire people from other countries that could help to, boost their product presence, um, and also be able to get customers and attend to them in other countries as well. So the first is we're going to be looking at how to solve this problem through the AWS Well Architecture Framework. And the framework is like a set of best practices for customers and partners to evaluate architectures and to provide a set of questions you can use to evaluate how well an architecture is aligned to AWS best practices. Um, the pillars are operational excellence, like I mentioned before, security, reliability, performance excellence, and cost optimization and sustainability. Um, the first part, the operational excellence. So this kind of focuses on the operational practice to ensure that the system runs smoothly. And now some of the AWS services that um enforce this is the AWS Cloud Formation. This is a service that allows you to manage infrastructures as a whole, meaning that it kind of helps you to automate the process of defining, provisioning, and managing AWS resources without having to do it manually, saving time and also automating the process, making it faster. So the benefit is the scalability, consistency, automation, and efficiency. So this kind of solves the problem for the scalability. The next is the security. This pillar of AWS is this kind of shows the ability to protect AWS's ability to protect your data, the system, the assets, and to take advantage of the cloud technologies to improve your security. So, the AWS services that are provided to enforce security are the AWS Identity and Access Management, so many more, but the AWS, which is the IAM, allows you to control access to your AWS resources. For example, it kind of like restricts so that people that are unauthorized will not be able to access your company's information. So what you can use the AWS identity and access management to do is that you can use to implement multi-factor authentications, like other about two or three other additional security prompts that you need to answer before you can actually access the an account. Meaning that even if you really have a password to an account, you can access it only that you need other things as well. So yeah, and you can also create least privilege policies to limit access based on the rules. Some of the benefits, like we mentioned before, is data protection and compliance. Compliance in the sense that the business would meet the requirements, regular international regular requirements, which ensures that um um okay, such as the GDPR and the HIPAA by enforcing security best practices. We're going to talk about practice as we go on. So the reliability is also another pillar of the AWS well architecture, and this shows the ability. Because this kind of just refers to the system's ability to recover from infrastructure or system disruption, like auto limits, you know, it kind of makes sure that there's always availability, the customers always, and these resources are always available to customers, and it reduces downtime. So the resources that are provided for this is the AWS Elastic Load Balancer. And what this does, it automatically kind of distributes traffic coming into one target or one instance. And this an instance means like a virtual system. Instead of having like a physical system, that is what an instance is, like a virtual system in the cloud in your cloud provider under your account. So it kind of takes the traffic going into one the target and distributes it into other targets with other availability zones so that the traffic can move well and there will be a smooth flow, reducing downtime. So um the performance efficiency. This is this is about using the computing resources in the most efficient way possible while maintaining performance and scalability too. So the service that AWS provides that can enforce this is the AWS auto scaling. This service automatically adjusts numbers of EC2, which is your virtual machines, or other resources based on the real-time demand, scaling up and down um scaling up during peak usage and down during low demand period. So in a nutshell, when your customers are demanding a particular are demanding a lot, it scales up to meet your demand. But when the demand isn't much enough, it scales down. So you can save the resources that are supposed to be, wasted during the time that customers do not demand. So yeah, this kind of helps to save costs, which goes with cost efficiency and optimizes your resources use. Um, Another one is cost optimization. This pillar of, this, just like it says, it reduces cost and then maintains your optimal system performance and capacity. So a service that AWS provides is Cost Explorer. This tool allows you to visualize and analyze your cost and usage data over time, making it easier to identify the areas for saving. So in a nutshell, you are able to use this to monitor the way you're spending the resources that are eating more of your they are costing you more cost and know how to work your way around it or the resources you don't use at all to know how to cut them into the budget. So the reversed instances or EC2 is also another service. The reserved instances, the reserved instances provide a significant discount compared to the on-demand pricing, especially for predictable workloads. So some of the best benefits, like I said, is the cost control and the saving. Um, The sustainability is also another pillar, and the ability to continually improve sustainability impacts by reducing the energy consumed and increasing efficiency across all components of a workload by minimizing the benefits for provisioned resources, by maximizing the benefits for provisioned resources and minimizing the total resources required. So the services that are provided by AWS for this is the AWS Energy Efficiency Data Center. And this the AWS uses this and it also commits to achieving 100% in renewable energy usage, just like recycling. And then the green cloud resource is also cloud service is also another service provided by AWS that offers services optimized for energy efficiency, reducing the environmental footprint or running cloud workloads. So the benefits is the environmental impact. By leveraging AWS Green Initiative, the business can meet its sustainable goals and reduce its carbon footprint. Corporate responsibility. Using AWS sustainability infrastructure allows the business to contribute to global environmental initiatives, which can be significant selling points to eco-conscious customers, customers that are very particular about saving nature. So um AWS. So now we're gonna dive more into AWS itself. So you can have like more business about AWS before. So AWS cloud concept. This is like just talk about cloud concept on its own. It refers to the fundamental idea and principles that describe how AWS functions as a cloud provider, just like the way there are other cloud providers. This talks about how it functions. There are a lot of cloud concepts that AWS kind of provides, but just to kind of talk about a few, the elasticity, this is the ability to automatically scale your resources up and down based on demand. Pay-as-you-go pricing. In this way, it provides this pay-as-you-go pricing, meaning that you only pay for the resources you use, and which means if you know how to manage the resources you use, then you're gonna just save cost. There's also the scalability. Um, this is the capacity of the system to handle, increasing workload or expanding resources as necessary without affecting performance. Availability means that ensuring that the application and service are always available by minimizing downtime and ensuring redundancy in systems. Fault tolerance, like we mentioned before, the system's ability to continually operate properly even in the event of a failure. Security, ensuring that data application resources are safe and protected from unauthorized access, breaches, and so on. So we're going to the AWS services. There, AWS services are categorized in different categories. We're just going to touch four in particular. There are quite a lot, but we're going to talk about four. And this is the first is the compute, which I know is going to be very important for you because you're talking about remote workers, and you're going to be needing virtual instances for your remote workers. So this part is kind of provides the processing power. It includes the ability to run applications, host websites, and perform intensive calculations. So the services under the compute, this is what they provide. Example is the Amazon EC2, which is I've mentioned before. This is the service that and to meet demand. They can be expanded to or their capacity can be expanded to meet demand without having a downtime. And then storage services. So these services offer a way to store, retrieve, and manage data in the cloud. For example, the Amazon S3, which is scalable object storage for data backup and archiving. And the Amazon Glacier, this is like a long-term data archiving, but it does this at a very low cost. Another AWS service, categories in networking. This focuses on establishing secure and scalable network connection between the cloud resources, both within AWS and outside AWS. So, for example, an example of the service it provides the AWS VPC, which is the virtual private network. And basically, you're talking about the internet service provider like the NTN that your company currently uses, which is, but this is a virtual network. VPC is a virtual network which is in the cloud service provider, and it is an isolated network environment. So another resources that networking provides is another service, is the elastic load balancer, which we've talked about before. It distributes a lot of targets coming into a lot of traffic coming into one instance into other instances in other availability source. So another one we're talking about is the content delivery, which is another aspect. And what the services under this aspect does is that it delivers data, applications, videos closer to you to your users by reducing low latency, meaning that it brings the all your products, probably your apps, your websites closer to your customers so they can have easy access, experience no lagging, low latency, easy access. And an example of the service that is under this aspect is the Amazon platform, which is used to distribute content globally to your customers in other countries. And this is going to help you in the fact that you're trying to launch an app which would be used by people in Nigeria and people in other countries as well. So AWS workload is like a collection of resources, services, and applications running on AWS clouds that together perform specific business functions or operations. So, and then AWS kind of performs workload management. And these are some of the things that it does. The first is the high performance computing. AWS provides scalable computing solutions ideal for business handling large data sets, high volumes of transactions, or complex computational types. Knowing that this is going to help your company a lot because each of the prices, you know, they deal in varieties of goods and services. So yeah. And then the load balancing aspect, just like I said, elastic load balancing distributes traffic along multiple resources, ensuring that multiple servers, ensuring that the system remains stable and responsive during traffic spikes. The benefits, like I would have noticed, is the efficient operations, which is what is very important to your company once you decide to migrate to the cloud. So, just like a little bit of explanation that the AWS robust workload management allows each enterprises to manage heavy transaction loads, ensuring high availability, optimized performance during peak demand period, resulting in consistent and possible user experience. So now we have the AWS security and privacy, just like I said, the security, privacy. Security has to do with, safety. Why the privacy has to do with, compliance, keeping your users' information secure, and keeping it safe from other people that don't need to know what their information is about. So the security aspect, um, AWS provides a lot of tools, but we're just going to mention two. AWS Key Management Service. This kind of manages your encryption keys to ensure that your sensitive data are encrypted as they are being stored and when they are being transferred. So even if they are being hijacked as they are being transferred, they won't be able to access because they are encrypted. So the IAM, which we've mentioned before, provides access control, restricts access to unauthorized users. Talking about the privacy, like we said, the AWS has the AWS config service, which allows it to which ensures that the business is compliant with key privacy regulations such as the GDPR, like I mentioned before, General Data Protection Regulation, and the HIPAA, which is health insurance, portability and accountability account, keeping customers' data secure, which is very important for you. Seeing as you're working with your customers are consulting with you, and you have to keep their information very private and very secure. So AWS pricing and support. So the pricing, we mentioned the pay-as-you-go model before, and this model states that you only pay for what you use, which is of great advantage to you, that you're just coming up. You might have the finances, but you still need to save your cost, and it's also good for you for a company that just migrated into the cloud. So they also provide the result instances, which provides cost savings for predictable workflows by allowing businesses to reserve computing capacities in advance at discounted rates. So we're talking about the support. Now, AWS provides support to um their users, and the support level depends on the type of account you run or what you're trying to use it for. If you're running like a basic account, you have access to like 24/7 customer service and AWS resources. As a developer, you have, they'll provide assistance for early stage projects with, technical support. And if you're not like a business, which is going to be important for you, there's faster response time and support for mission critical applications. And the enterprise support tier, this is like a customized priority support for large scale complex workloads. So all this would apply to you in one way or another because the basic can be used for your customers. Developer aspect can be used for the app you want to develop for your customers. Business aspect works with your business as it currently is, and the enterprise can work maybe when you are growing larger and much more bigger and you need more support. So yeah, just to mention like the benefits of everything, we've mentioned them all the way, but just to refresh them, there's the cost efficiency. You're saving cost, you're minimizing your cost, you're saving as you go. Easy scalability, you can meet your customers' demand. Security, compliance, reliability, no downtime at all, no latency, improved user customer experience, effective and efficient performance. Just so my recommendation in conclusion would be that the AWS cloud provider offers a reliable and scalable infrastructure. These services that they provide will facilitate the fast achievement of the enterprise's goals. It meets the needs of the business in terms of performance, security, and cost efficiency. Business solution is, detailed. It's a detailed solution that provides long-lasting and detailed solution for problems that your business is trying to solve. It covers all aspects of the enterprise's operations. I recommend implementing this cloud solution